A couple of you mentioned, specifically you, Adam, so this is for you. No, that is not pot behind us.
Yeah, we did have some people ask.
We did have some people ask.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel, or welcome back to our channel if you're subscribers. And I am Lynn.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we are
Create and Capture Life.
So we're not going to address the trolls this week. We've been asked a lot of questions about the last 2 weeks of videos that we've done. And we're going to do a whole video on dealing with trolls.
Yeah.
Because there's so many that have just come for us in the last couple of weeks that it deserves its own video. So rather than updating you guys on trolls, we're just gonna stop that there. We're gonna do our own video on that. But we do have kind of an update on the money situation. We do credit monitoring, and I reported those late payments for the house. And on one credit monitoring system that we have, all of those late payments are gone now.
Yeah, so the way we did that was we did an electronic dispute. And Lynn actually got on the phone with the mortgage company, and we contacted them and said, hey, you guys really need to fix this. And looks like they did. So
on one credit monitoring system anyways, and if any of you guys use credit monitoring, you know that they don't all show the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
and by credit monitoring, we are talking about like Credit Karma, where, you know, like,
or there's other ones too.
But
Credit Karma is the one of the ones that we use because it's easy. It's not always accurate, I will tell you that.
But that's why we use multiple ones, because we want to cross-reference to different ones. So.
And so Jonathan can't check another one of the ones that we use. What did you say the name was? I don't remember.
Info Armor or something like that.
Yeah.
It's done through my Disney benefits thing. So for those of you guys, Disney benefits people, you do have your identity theft protection program. Does include credit monitoring. So.
Yeah, and so he can't check that one until this month, early, like a little bit more into October, and so he's going to check that one. And then if that one's accurate, then that's good news that we got those late payments. Because according to the credit monitoring we've checked, he has 0 late payments in his, credit history, which is amazing.
Yeah, so that's really good.
So that's a good step in the right direction. Okay, this week's video, we're gonna talk about what it's like to go from 1,600 square feet down to 700 square feet. And we're gonna talk about the things that we like and the things that we don't like. So as you guys know, if you've been following us, if not, we'll update you real quick. We moved from our 1,700 square foot townhouse into a 700 square foot.
1,600 square foot to 700 square.
Oh yeah, 1,600 square foot to 700 square foot, 1 bedroom, almost like a studio, but it's a 1 bedroom apartment, 1 bedroom, 1 bath apartment.
Yeah, and we went from the 1,600 square foot, 2-story, 2-car garage with a patio, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath, condo, townhouse, whatever.
It was a townhouse.
Yeah, townhouse. You know, with plenty of room and all kinds of closets and everything else. And yeah, that's been a challenge.
We're going to talk about the things that we like about living in 700 square feet and the things that we don't. First thing I want to say is the one thing that happened with us moving into this apartment instead of right into the RV that we wanted to move into is it showed us how much crap we still had. Because in a 1,700 square foot house, when you're going around your house and you're opening cabinets and they're all empty, and you're, you know, going through little cabinets, because our kitchen was small, intentionally we built it that way, small, and all those cabinets, all that stuff's coming with you. So you're like, okay, well, this is coming with us. These cabinets are all empty. You know, these clothes in this closet are going with us. These clothes are going to donate. You know, you think you've got it all figured out and you don't have that much stuff, but it's a lie. Because when you try to squeeze that into 700 square feet, you have a lot of crap.
Yeah, much less if we were going to actually try to cram it into 300 square feet.
Into an RV. But we would have also had longer time if we had gotten the RV. We would have had 30 days instead of rushing to move in 4 days.
Yeah, that's true.
So that would have been a big difference. But yeah, since we've moved into the apartment, we've done truckload after truckload of donations. We've sold more things. We've given away more things. We have all the furniture we need. Thank you to everybody who's offered us.
Yeah.
We actually got some stuff people were throwing away.
Yeah.
We got end tables for the living room for each side of the couch. Someone was throwing those away.
Yeah.
Jonathan sanded them and painted them. They look awesome. We got a dresser a while back ago that someone was throwing away. We refurbished that. It looks amazing. Now we're using it as a TV stand so that Ryan has somewhere for his clothes still. We got some bar stools that someone was throwing out. Refurbished those. They look great. stuff like that. So it's been amazing, and we have everything we need. So
for those of you guys that like were giving us a hard time about, you know, giving our stuff away and blessing other people with it, that turned around in spades to us, because when we needed stuff, we were able to get stuff. We were able to find, like we said, most of the stuff that we got was all free.
And the only thing we had to repurchase, or not repurchase because, well, I guess repurchase, was the refrigerator, because we left part of our kitchen package in the house we sold was the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So we left them the refrigerator and we had to buy a new one. But we bought the same size refrigerator that would, residential size refrigerator that would be in the RV that we want to buy, so that we can get used to the downsized refrigerator. And let me tell you, that has been interesting.
Yeah.
Because we love Daily Harvest. This is not sponsored or anything, but we love Daily Harvest. Their smoothies and their opals and all the harvest bowls and all that, and we get a monthly subscription of that. And at one point, when we brought the Daily Harvest from the other house, where we had 2 refrigerators, one in the garage and one in the house, we brought our Daily Harvest here, and we couldn't fit even an ice tray in the freezer after we put it all in.
Yeah.
So it's been a learning curve.
Yeah, if you guys follow us on Instagram, you'll see Lynn had actually posted a picture. Go in and check it out at Create and Capture Life on Instagram, and you'll see she posted a picture of our freezer, and it was 100% chock full of
Daily Harvest. That was it. So that's kind of funny. But anyway, let's get into it. So one of the things I love about living in 700 square feet is we don't have a garage.
Yep. Nowhere to put crap.
For us, the garage, well, Jonathan, two things. For us, the garage became, okay, where does this go? I don't know, put it in the garage. Where does that go? I don't know, put it in the garage. What are you gonna do with that? We're gonna donate it. I'll put it in the garage. And then you bury things in the garage and you forget they're there. Secondly, Jonathan, as he was going through his stuff, as he's saying, I don't have that much stuff, I don't have much stuff, finds out that he has 4 of every tool that he owned and things like that, because it's buried in the garage and you didn't know, so you bought a new one, and then you didn't know you had that one, so then you buy another one. And we did that with, he did that a lot with tools. We had a ton of backdrops from our photo business that we, a lot of them were almost gone. We didn't even know, we still had them in the packaging, and we were like, oh, we can just throw these out, they're almost gone. Yeah. So yeah, with the garage, it was just a dumping ground, and I don't miss it. I'm glad we don't have it, because now we don't have a dumping ground.
The only thing I miss a little bit is, like today I had to do a little bit of work on my truck, and I didn't have anywhere really to do it. Yeah. But we do have a carport. It's a covered carport. I don't know if I'm necessarily supposed to be like, you know, changing air filters and stuff like that on my truck out in the carport, but
nobody said anything.
Yeah,
so.
Nobody said anything. You know, if I was going to do any major work, you know,
go to my brother's.
There you go. You got plenty of places where I can go.
Something like that. But yeah, so that garage, that's a big one I don't miss. We have parking spaces. Where we lived before, our fault again, the garage. When we first moved in, we could park a car. Jonathan's truck never fit in the garage.
My truck was always too long to fit in the garage.
But my car, or Ashlyn's car, could fit in the garage when we first moved there. And then slowly the garage got more full and the cars got moved out, and Jonathan had a reserved parking space for his truck where we live, because you could pay extra to have a parking space for like oversized vehicles. But I never had anywhere to park. And then when we were giving Ashlyn the space, Jonathan didn't have anywhere to park. And so you have to street park, which in normal society is not a big deal.
Right.
But when people don't know how to street park, it becomes a big deal. When there's half a car between every single car, because people don't know how to parallel park, parking gets cut in half, and so it was constantly an issue. If you came home at weird times, I mean, we would be there at our old house and we would say, okay, like it's dinner, do you want to go grab something? Oh no, I don't want to lose my parking space. You would decide whether or not you were going to go places at certain times of the day or on the weekends based on whether or not you wanted to lose your parking space and how good your space was. Yeah,
so the cool thing about where we're at now is we pay a little extra, but we have 2 assigned parking spaces. One for my car, one for my truck, Lynn, and one for Lynn's car. Yeah. So
it's only $35.
Yeah, we always know we have somewhere to park. So that's really nice.
Yeah, especially if and when I go back to work. When I was working in film and television production, you know, I might leave at 3 o'clock in the morning. I might come home at 3 o'clock in the morning. I never know. And I didn't like street parking and having to walk down the street. Now I know I can park in a spot. It's not far from the apartment, and I'm not so worried, you know, about like walking down the street at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Less space, means less stuff.
Yep.
I mean,
we kind of already talked about that a little bit.
we've been minimalizing for a year.
Yeah.
A little over a year. When we moved in here, it was eye-opening
Yeah,
how much stuff we still had.
Yeah, and
Still have.
Yeah, and those of you guys that helped us move, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Like, we just were caught off guard with how much literal just stuff we had.
Yeah.
Because like I said, in 1,700 square foot, it didn't look like that much stuff. So less space, less stuff, and I really like that. I've never been a knick-knack collector or anything like that, but mostly what we have is too many clothes. The same things everyone has. Too many clothes, too many shoes, too many books, too many like craft things, too many whatever, you know, like that kind of, too many tools, too many, the things everyone collects. And yeah, it's been nice to get rid of those.
Yeah.
Less money.
Yep.
That's another like, it's costing us less money to be here than it was costing us to be in our house. And it's about half what we were paying to be in our house once you included the HOA dues, you know, our house payment, HOA dues, and the special parking space for Jonathan's truck. You add all that up, we're paying half of all that now. So, I mean, that's huge because now we can save.
And we don't really know yet exactly because we haven't been in the apartment for a full cycle yet. But we're assuming that our utilities are also going to be at least half, if not better, cheaper than half.
I would hope so.
Yeah, because no central air conditioner, you know, stuff like that is going to save us on the electricity bill. We've also got gas. So whenever we cook and stuff like that, it's
not
gas.
Electric. Yeah, that's not electric now.
Yeah, so there's a whole lot
One refrigerator instead of two.
Right. So there's a whole lot of reasons why, and it's an apartment, so it's kind of like a shared water situation. I'm not exactly sure how
yeah,
it
we're
works.
not sure. We have to pay for water, but I'm not sure how they equate that out.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure, but hoping that everything works out to where that's going to save us a pretty good amount of money too.
Yeah. So all in all, and our renter's insurance versus homeowner's insurance
was a lot less.
A quarter, and we like, I think the renter's insurance for the entire year for the same coverage we had for our homeowners, but for renters, was just over $100. So we paid for the whole year up front.
Yeah.
Our homeowner's insurance was about $65 a month when you paid it monthly, so whatever that equals out. So we're saving a lot of money there.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yep. Something else that we really like, and actually we're in the process of doing it right now. We really like having a laundry room. Which
you would think was weird because a lot of people don't like shared laundry, but where our apartment is, I figured this out because I was always the one doing laundry most of the time. So where our apartment is in relation to the laundry room is the same distance it would take me in my house to go to get laundry, go downstairs, go across the patio into the garage. It's the same distance to our laundry room.
Yeah.
Our apartment is right by the laundry room, and I love that because I can do multiple loads at one time. These washers and dryers are actually better than the ones we have at the house.
They are actually really good.
They're more industrial, so they just wash quicker. They wash, our washer at home used to take over an hour to wash. This one takes about 30 minutes. Stuff, if we try to dry our comforter, big blankets, things like that at home, our dryer would have to like go through multiple cycles a lot of times. This, it's totally dry in one cycle. Yeah, it costs us $2.50 a load. Total, like if you wash and dry, it's $2.50 a load, but it's give and take.
Yeah, and that's getting us used to in case, you know, we end up with an RV that doesn't have a washer and dryer for some reason.
Yeah.
You know, gets us used to going to the laundromat.
Yeah, but we do like the laundry room, which is surprising because we thought we wouldn't like that.
Yeah, and then right next to the laundry room is the next thing that we love about this place.
Right behind the pot plant.
Right behind the is the pool. So we are literally our front door right out to the front door of the pool. Now some of you guys would think that's maybe not okay because what about like screaming kids and stuff like that? Because of COVID and all that other stuff, you can only go in the pool during the daytime hours. I think it's like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can only go, there can only be so many people in the pool at the same time. And
I think it's like a max of 6.
Yeah, six families, or I don't know how it works.
It's like 6, it's 6 people total. Like, and then in the jacuzzi, I haven't been in the jacuzzi yet.
It's one person or one family.
Yeah, like one person by themselves or one family.
Yeah.
Like if you live together, you can go in the jacuzzi together.
Yeah.
I guess.
So it's kind of weird, but it keeps the numbers down. It also keeps, honestly, today was the first time I'd ever heard any like younger kids. Usually it's mostly adults and
they don't make any noise, which is funny because you think in an apartment complex, especially this one, because the way it works is it's a big circle and everything's in the middle, the pool and the laundry room and like these tables and this little gazebo we're sitting in, it's all in the middle. So you'd think since we face the middle, there would be noise, and there really isn't noise here.
No, it's really quiet.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
The pool. And I've actually been in the pool a couple times, so I love the pool. So.
And then the last thing is something I actually really like, and I used yesterday for the first time. Lynn's not a fan because she thinks it's kind of weird, but we have community barbecues, and they're propane barbecues. And I used it yesterday for the first time, and I used a grill mat just because Lynn thinks that people do weird things on community barbecues.
Burgers.
She thinks people pees on the grills.
If you've ever been to the beaches in Southern California, you know what I'm talking about.
But these are not the beaches.
It just freaks me out to use a community barbecue. I've physically, with my own eyes, seen people at barbecues that are communal peeing on the barbecues before, especially at the beaches. And so I always joke and say it's a pee burger. So we had pee burgers last night.
So I put a grill mat down so that her burger would not touch the bare surface of the grill.
The pea burgers.
Just in case.
They were good.
They were good though.
He made good burgers. So, I said he'll know I was right if we all get sick, and we didn't get sick, so.
Yeah. Must have been the grill mat. We had that barrier that kept everything clean. So
quickly now we're going to talk about things we don't like. And this list is not that long because most of the things we do like, surprisingly. Yeah. There's no central AC. That's a big deal. I'm very susceptible to heat. I get physically ill when it's too hot. And we don't have central AC. We have an air conditioner unit, like an old air conditioner unit in our bedroom, so it keeps our bedroom cool, but the rest of the apartment is always hot. It's been over 100 degrees this whole week here in California. That's tough. Yeah. The pool helps because I do go out, and when I'm getting really overheated, last week for the first time I just said, you know what, I'm going to try the pool and see if it does make me feel better, and it really does. So that's been good. But yeah, not having central air kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Central heat won't be a problem because we have never, I think in 5 years of living in our house, I don't know that we ever turned on the heater because we are just not, we don't get cold.
Nope.
And most of the time we had the windows open, even when it was, what people would consider cold in California.
I'll throw on my flannels and we'll be fine.
Yeah, so.
No sunlight.
Yeah, our apartment only has 2 windows.
Yeah.
So we have like the patio door, which light comes in there. Mm-hmm. And we have a bedroom window, and that's it. And the way we face north to south, so we don't get sun, which is weird because in our house we got the morning sun on one side of the house and the evening sun on the other.
Which also kind of contributed to the fact that our house was always so hot.
Yeah, but we don't get any sunlight, so it's been a little bit, it's not bad, it's just different.
Yeah.
The cats don't like it, I will say that. The cats aren't a fan of not being able to lay in the sun.
Yeah. We have a really, really small patio. It's about a quarter of the size, maybe even less.
It's the size of like our sliding door. The patio is the same size as the sliding door on the apartment.
Yeah.
And so for the dogs, we would let the dogs out onto the patio, and they would lay out there in the sun, and they would, do their business. We have grass out there, and now we have artificial grass again, but the space is so small that it took Pixel a few days to even want to be out there, and now she's fine, but it's just really small. Like we used to have a table and chairs out there and a fire pit, and now we have a bench that Jonathan built and 2 bar stools, and that's all that fits out there.
Yeah.
So that's just, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Apartments have rules. When you live in your own house, you're not used to people telling you what you can and can't do. Right?
So Lynn hadn't put her registration sticker on her car because she always forgets to do that.
It was in my glove compartment.
And she got a note.
The first week we were here, I got a note on the front door saying, you can't have unexpired tags in our parking thing. And I told him, oh my God. So I went out there and because it was in the glove compartment the whole time. So I just went out there and stuck it on the car. But I said, oh, I don't miss that. Like I don't miss the rules,
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. I don't miss that. Let's see.
Looks messy if anything's out of place.
Oh, the other problem with having a small space is Jonathan and Ryan both are still learning where things go. Because I'm the one who puts everything away and organized it and stuff, and so they're learning still where things go. And sometimes I forget where things go. But and so if you leave it out, like if you have a tendency, like he comes home from work, puts his stuff down, leaves it. Ryan comes home from work, changes his clothes, puts his stuff down, leaves it. It makes the whole living room look messy because it's so small, which is great training for RV living.
Yeah.
Because now we got to get in the habit of everybody come in, you put stuff where it goes, you put it away. When you're done with it, you close the drawer, you do whatever. And so it's good training for RVs.
Yeah.
But yeah, if one thing's out of place, the whole thing looks like a mess. Noisy neighbors. We haven't had this, I guess, I don't want to say it's super loud because we're out here, but like our neighbors haven't been really loud, and they seem like really cool people. But last night they were having a party. I think they were having a party. So Ryan and I were like listening to them because they were really loud in the living room.
Oh, I didn't hear.
But then at one point I thought maybe they were fighting because there was like because they're above us, and so you hear the stuff on the ceiling. So at one point Ryan and I were like, are they having a party or are they fighting? So there's that. Like you're not sure like what's going on with your neighbors, you know, like is that
She's much more nosier than
Well, no, I actually didn't hear it at first because in our room I couldn't hear it because their room's above our room, and apparently they were in their living room, and Ryan's in the living room, and he's like, oh my God. So yeah, but we haven't had a big issue with that, but it could become an issue if you live in apartments. The last thing we don't like, but we've already changed most of it, is the colors. There's renter beige paint, there's disgusting granite countertops, or not even granite, laminate countertops, renter colors, those things. We painted the walls a different color. We covered the countertops, so now our countertops are black. They look really cool. They're wood grain black. We still have to finish the bathroom, but we've changed all of the colors that we don't like, and they're all renter friendly. So when we move out, we can take all those things down and still get our deposit back, and no harm, no foul. But in the meantime, we don't have to live with renter colors. So renter beige, I don't get it.
It's weird. It's like the Swiss coffee color.
I don't know. All apartments are the same color. I swear that there is a can of paint somewhere that says renter beige, and that landlords go and say, I want renter beige. I swear there is.
Well, actually, when we were getting paint at Home Depot, I told the guy at Home Depot what color we were dealing with, and he knew exactly what color it was.
So I think if Bear or any of you guys are out there watching this video, tell us, is there renter beige? Interesting to know. So anyway, guys, that's it. Those are our top, not numbered, but top likes and dislikes of moving from 1,600 square feet to 700 square feet. Like we said, we will have a troll video at a later date. We gave you a little bit of an update, and I guess that's about it.
Yep.
So thank you guys for being here. If you're a new subscriber, thanks for joining our channel. We really appreciate you joining us on our journey, and we're glad to have you here. And if you're a subscriber that's been around, thanks for sticking with us through the drama. We really appreciate all of you. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face.
Have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.